Hiya, we just wanted to jump on here and tell you that we're standing for election for the IoIC board and to let you know what's in it for you if you vote for us. Well, first off, if you don't know us, you'll notice we refer to ourselves in the plural because we have a rare form of neurodivergence, which means our body just works better that way. And that is kind of relevant to this election because lots of people default to the belief that it's a good idea to surround yourself with like-minded people. But is it? See, the trouble with having a board of directors who all think the same way is that they're likely to share the same blind spots and perhaps reinforce each other's cognitive biases. We believe it's far healthier to have people who are unlike-minded but like-hearted, people who share the same values as you, the same goals, the same aspirations, but who can think about them in ways that might not occur to anyone else. That's when things can get exciting, and that's what we can bring to the party, as this very point has surely just shown. We are able to think differently to other people, which means we can bring truly original value to the IoIC board. But so what? How would having us on the board make your life better? Well, we can sum that up in two words, really: justifiable confidence. And we're not talking about ourselves now. We're talking about you being able to have justifiable confidence in everything you're doing at work every day, as opposed to the kind of false flag forms of confidence which some people have to rely on, sort of fake it till you make it or cross your fingers and hope. Now, some people may say, well, thanks, but I already have justifiable confidence. And that's great. But if that's the case for you, we're sure you know that's unlikely to be so for all of your fellow IC specialists out there, is it? So imagine the IoIC could give them a fast track to justifiable confidence. And if you don't have that level of confidence yet, again, imagine that we could enable you to get there in double quick time. And one more thing, if you do have justifiable confidence in yourself, do you also have all the leadership influence you desire? And if not, why not? You've got justifiable confidence in yourself, but your leaders still don't fully trust you? Well, it seems then that justifiable confidence is not enough unless your leaders share in it. So how can the IoIC make that happen? This will take a minute or two to explain, but we do want you to know what you're voting for. So let's quickly go through it. You see, as an IC specialist, you face a unique challenge because not everybody manages people in the workplace. Not everyone manages budgets or IT systems or does sales work, but everybody communicates at work, don't they? At least with their boss and usually with colleagues and other peers, which means internal communication is the only business discipline which can catch people out with a truth gap hidden inside the phrase, anyone can do it. That phrase must be literally true because everybody does do internal communicating, but it also has a colloquial meaning, does it not? If someone says, come on, anyone can do that, they're suggesting it takes no specialist skills or insights to do it as well as anybody else. Now, of course, we all know that isn't true, but because many people can get caught out by the gap between the literal truth and the colloquial falsehood of anyone can do it, lots of people may kid themselves that they can do your job every bit as well as you. Is it any wonder you might not have as much influence with some people as you deserve? So how can the IoIC tackle that? By turning internal communication into a heavyweight profession like medicine, law, engineering and accountancy, because people don't mess with them. But why not? Well, for one thing, all those heavyweight professions have clear sets of how-to practice standards. Those professionals have learned those practice standards and passed exams which prove they can deliver on them. Now, currently, internal communication has no specific how-to practice standards, which not only means you've got no way of proving to anyone else you're doing the job right, more insidiously, you've currently got no way of proving to anyone else they're getting it wrong and show them how to get it right. So what we will do if we're elected to the IoIC board is, well, let's explain. We've been through the profession map and identified 16 working practices for which the IoIC can develop specific how-to standards: briefing process, message calendar, channel mix management, feedback systems, and so on. And back in 2023, we developed a model for creating these practice standards. In fact, with a group of very talented IC specialists, we've already produced standards for 8 of those 16 practices. So if you elect us to the board, we can get them reviewed, refined if needs be, and adopted so you can learn them and become qualified in a manner comparable to other heavyweight professions. And just imagine what that could do for your justifiable confidence, for your influence, your status, and probably your earning potential. And just as importantly, your ability to help make life better for everybody in your organization and the people your organization serves. How cool would that be? So vote for us and let's make this happen.